I'm going to do a quick little video on servicing this little red Troy-bilt pony we purchased a while back off of Marketplace. Hadn't done anything to it. We just checked the oil in it and put gas in it, and we've been cutting grass with it ever since for the last, I guess we had it about 3 or 4 weeks now. Been a good little mower. My son, he likes it. He'd rather use it as the Cub Cadet we got after we got it back up and running. I've been using it, and he's been using this one, and we've been cutting grass together, tag teaming it, and making it go a little quicker. Normally it takes us a couple hours to cut our yard. It's so big, but now with us 2 of us running mowers, we get it done in a little less than an hour. And we're gonna change oil in this thing and change some filters and check the belts on it and make sure. I think the dry belt may be getting kind of wore or loose or something on it, because it don't go very fast, and it may just be the way it's geared too. I don't know. We'll just have to check it and see. But welcome in for another DIY from Jimmy Bear Hill. All right, I think I got you set up here. I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna take this hood off so we can see real good. And, we got a hole right here to take loose to get it off. A couple of wires on these headlights. Pop them out. This hood will just pop right off. Got 2 wires on each light. And there's your light wires. Then you take this hood and just kind of rock it back a little bit. Pull up and you're off. Now we get to everything here to see it. First off, I did notice this when we purchased it. We kind of cleaned this thing up. It was bad, dirty. It was just red dirt all over it. We're missing this one little locking pin for this air filter. And that air filter is nasty. So I've got another, I ordered some extra parts. I got another little pin for this. We'll be putting it on, and as well as new air filter. So let's just go ahead and get rid of that right now. Throw him over here in the trash. I'm gonna take some air and blow all that out real good. Maybe go ahead and pull up the top here and check down there, make sure there's no dirt down around the cylinders and everything on the. Where it keeps it cool. We're going to put a new fuel filter on it and some new oil. This particular motor here does not have an oil filter on it. This is a smaller Briggs & Stratton. It's a 17.5 horsepower. It doesn't have an oil filter like the Kohler, the 20 horse Kohler engine we have on the Cub Cadet. It's got a regular oil filter that you can change on it. And I've got a surprise coming up. We got another surprise coming up here in another video of another little project we picked up. And I ain't gonna tell you too much about that. You'll just have to stay tuned for the next video. All right, let me get some tools out here, see what I would need, and we'll get started. Here is our drain plug right here for the oil. I've got a little homemade funnel made up here to keep oil from going everywhere. Hopefully this is going to work. That steering rod's in the way, so I'm going to pull it loose and kind of lift it up out of the way or move it over the side or something. Give us a little extra room there. Need any hand wipes? Not sponsored for me. I don't have any sponsors or anything, but I picked these up at AutoZone in a little tub, and they got kind of like an orange citrusy smell, and they got like little grippers on it. Man, they're good to wipe grease and stuff off your hands. I think the little tub was about $20. Got 80 wipes in it. You just pull them right out. And, they're really good. Get that grease right off your hands, whatever you're working. Back down far, just back it out. Alright, let me get some stuff moved around here. Alright, going back to it, guys. Stop. Figure out what I need to do. Got 2 screws here, 2 on the other side, but get the little crank off. Very clean, I cannot believe it. I'm going to sand that rust off that flywheel right there, because this is part of your magneto that picks up for your coil here. And that won't, if it gets rusty, you won't pick up as well. So I'm going to clean that off while I got this off. Might take some air and blow off all this extra dirt right down in there as well. Alright, give me a minute here to, come on, I may take and run my little vacuum. Alright, I had to give me a little piece of sandpaper. I'll get this sanded here. Alright, I decided I'd go get my plug socket and a new spark plug and just change the plug out on this thing while we're at it too. And that way I can get ready to turn it there too. I can get the plug out and we'll have all that compression. See, I picked up a new Troy-bilt head again. I got a little bit better filter I picked up at Home Depot that you can actually see in it. It'll catch more dirt than that little thing right there. So get me some pliers to change that dude out. As you can see, it was kind of tight down in there. It's been hard to video this. I had to take that pulley off right there on the gearbox to be able to get the belt completely off out of there, out of the way. And there just wasn't a whole lot of room to video, but you got a small belt that goes from the gearbox here over to that pulley, and then you got another belt that goes from here all the way up to the engine, and that's what drives your gearbox. You got this one drives the gearbox, but that is what pulls you from the engine. When you let your clutch out, it tightens up that belt and gives you power to run here. Well, that belt's pretty well wore. The belt that you're seeing right back over there is the one that does the deck. And it was just replaced recently. and that's the one that when we got the mower we had to reroute it because they had it routed wrong and it was throwing it off. But as you see, these belts here are pretty well about had it. There's chunks broke out of this one. I'm sure they're probably the original belts. This one's burned up. You see it's burnt spots all in it. And it's about to break here too, looks like. It's pretty well had it, so they probably original ones that came on it. That's like the Cub Cadet we got. It never had been apart and had new belts on it. They said the guy I bought it from said he'd always had it serviced and they put belts on them. I don't think they ever put no belts on it because when I pulled them off, they were wore completely out and them had no numbers on them. And I hadn't used it that much. I think it had 100, or I had like 90 hours on it when I bought it. And when it broke down this spring, it had 135 hours on it. So you can tell I hadn't used it much. And he bought it new, and he had it for, I don't know, 5-6 years, I guess. And but they didn't put no. They was probably charging for belts, but didn't put none on them. I can tell you that, because they were a pickle to get off. And this one was too. I would have videoed this, but it was a little bit much. I had a time. You got your pulley right there's your drive pulley. I had to take the bolt loose, as you can see. Right there's the bolt in the bottom. I had to loosen them up to get it down past the little tensioners up there. And that bolt, it was tight. It was all I could do to get it turned around. My little battery powered impact right there, it wouldn't get it. I had to get that big gun out there, the air gun, and it was sitting there just struggling all the way with it. It had never been loose. So I put some WD-40 on it and got just finger tied up in there right now just to hold it in place so I get the belt. But we'll get some belts and we'll come back to you. All right, it's another day. I had to go pick up a couple of new belts for this thing. I got them off yesterday, and as I kind of showed, it's kind of tight in there. You couldn't have saw a whole lot, but we'll get these things on. Let's start with the one that goes to the engine back first, and then we'll get this other one back on, and then we can go for the custom grass. So I need to check them blades too, make sure they're all right. Look like they weren't cutting too well. How to get this little plastic thing off of here that they put on here. Just get just pinches in there. I don't know. I'm crazy.
Well, freedom fighters, we might have run into a little bit of a problem. Care to tell them what happened?
Well, this belt they give me for the transmission drive is a little too short. We can't get it to work on there. And I think it's actually the wrong. I need a B belt instead of an A. So we're going to have to go back to O'Reilly's for another.
Yep. And we're going to take you guys with us this time. So time to hop in the truck and we'll get going. Alrighty. Ready?
Yep.
Alrighty then. Let's get this show on the road. we're here. Woo! Was that some nice driving or what? Alrighty. Now that we got receipt and belts and everything, we're gonna go in and get some of these replacement parts. And yeah. Let's go. Hello. Doing alright. Well, still trying to look for the belt part of what we're looking for, but you'll never guess what I found. Look at this. Freedom Fighters. They got some Batman styled Hot Wheels right here. It's got a Batmobile, GCPD SWAT vehicle, Killer Croc van, Catwoman style car, and of course the Batwing. And let's see, there's like $9 for this baby, huh? That's cool. Alright. I think we might have what we're looking for. Got it right there. So, I guess, back to the house. Made it back. Funny story, we ended up seeing this guy on the lawnmower on the road too as we was heading back. So, and a couple of trucks were behind him moving slow. So God bless that guy. Pray he goes home safely and all of that. Alright, we'll meet you guys in the garage. Alrighty. Let's see if this belt works.
We got that cotton picking belt on there. It was a 5 always at the end, but it's on there. It was kind of hard to do any videoing with that, so hey, we need to get a new one of these. Look at that. That thing's about worn too.
Holy.
That's what holds the battery in. Let's see about getting that.
Oh gosh.
It just broke. Oh well, it'll be alright for now. Alright, I'll get the battery in. We went to pick up a new battery today for it because
yeah, I think this is it right here. Is it?
Yeah. And this one's the one that come out of it. That's a Walmart battery, and that's what that is. Now look at the date. 7/20. That thing's 6 years old.
Yeah.
That's unheard of for a battery to last that long, especially one of those. Usually if you get 2-3 years at the most, you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I said, well, we're just going to get a new one for it. We needed a battery for another project that we're going to show you here in just a little bit. And we're going to pull this one outside and go from there.
Yeah, and plus we gotta get the grass cut before it gets dark.
Yep. Well, if it's dry enough.
Yeah, if it's wet, then we can't do squat about it.
Just gonna have to see.
Yeah. All right, Dad, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go, baby! Woo! Left a little bit of a mess right there. Was it tight? Yeah. Yeah.
That belt that we got for the motor to the transmission is a little bit too short. Why don't you go an inch longer?
Oh.
So, well,
Houston, we had a problem.
because when you mash the clutch all the way in, I thought something was wrong when I let out. It ain't letting the pedal up much. So I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah. Well, time to go get her back in the shop, I guess. Yeah. Alright. I think we're going to end this video off here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out, my fellow freedom fighters.